Hey Desi, what's going on? I hear that. I know that's right. Get that money. Okay. Sounds like you having a good day at work. I've been running all around, so I'm finally chilling too, pretty much. Thank you for your donation. You can post your question whenever you're ready. Good question. Good question. So this is for Desi and Desi only. Help me give them clarity tonight for Desi. Would Desi like to know how his money at the club this week going to be for them? How's money at the club going to be this week for Desi? Be careful with your money. It could be like money stuck together, money ripping kind of thing. Um, and also getting this energy of like kind of stay in your lane, ignore any bad vibes kind of thing. If someone's yelling in the stage while you're on the stage, talking about your outfit or anything negative, kind of ignore it and just, do what you usually do, go in and make your money kind of thing. I think money's going to be kind of tight here. Like the Four of Pentacles talks about money being tight. It's not going to be like really bad. Like, I don't think it would be like, um, I think it will be maybe a little less than what you were like your goal. It won't be a lot less. I don't feel like it will be a lot less. So you won't be like hugely disappointed, but you'll probably be slightly disappointed here. And you might even feel a little guilty too, about making the money, but just know you deserve it. You know what I mean? With this hermit, it's kind of like, um, feeling guilty, I didn't deserve it, or I don't trust it, or so it's kind of like you having to get out of your head and stop overthinking things. Not even just with this situation, but like in general, getting out of your head and stop overthinking. Yeah, it might be like, for example, I don't know if it's gonna be exact, but it might be like maybe 200 less than what your goal is. So it might be like, again, it might be a little disappointing, but I don't think it's gonna be hugely disappointing because you're not leaving with zero. You know what I mean? But still, you're probably like, oh. I kind of feel like it kind of might be up to your choice too. Like if you leave early, that could be like one of the main reasons why you didn't hit your goal. But it could also be understandable if you have like a headache or whatever reason you feel deemed to leave, you know? Yeah, I feel like the days you make the most or the best of your money is when your social battery is charged and your social butterfly. So you might have days where you're social butterflies, you might have days where you're not so much. And I feel like this might be a day where you're not so much, or a week where you're not so much. Unless you change that, of course, because you always have the power to change the outcome kind of thing. Tarot is not just like, oh, this is definitely has to happen kind of thing because you got free will. But yeah, yeah, wear some comfortable shoes, get your lotion, get whatever you need. Like, make sure you have whatever you need. Don't second guess or hesitate. Listen to your intuition. But yeah, I don't think I give you clarity. Seven of Swords, Hermit, and the Four of Pentacles. Hey PJ, what's going on, huh? Okay, let me know. But yeah, doesn't have to be discouraging. Pick yourself up, try again. There's always a better week, and then a better week, and then a better day. You know what I mean? Thank you, PJ. You can post your question. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Not the staring. together? Do y'all like work with the same company but just not together, or are they a customer? Or I'm confused. What do you mean that y'all don't work together? Not as okay, got you. It's reading for proud and proud only. Accurate messages only. Help me give them clarity tonight. Proud like no. Why does the lady Thomas at work stare at her sometimes? Why does this lady Thomas stare at Proud sometimes at work? What is the staring all about? I'm getting a few things. So far, I feel like it could be an energy of like her being lonely. So it's kind of like wanting somebody to talk to. But at the same time, it's kind of like somebody to help her relieve burdens. So that can kind of be like a, I don't want to say like, it's kind of mean, but kind of not kind of thing. It's just kind of like frustrated and like wanting help, I guess. I don't know. But it's kind of like if they can put their work off onto other people kind of thing, they would, or they'll probably at least see, maybe ask permission. They also could be like holding a secret kind of thing, and it's kind of like who can I trust to tell a secret kind of thing because I can't keep it holding in. So she could have maybe like had some dealings with the boss. She might be pregnant. It might be some other things going on here. Um, I also feel like part of the staring could be like maybe she doesn't have much to look at. Like if it's a small area or something like that, it might not be much to look at. So who knows? That don't mean nothing when they above you. Shoot, my manager be trying to put off work on us all the time, and I'd be like, nope, that's the manager job. They won't be thinking I know we ain't supposed to be doing that. I don't get paid for that, you know what I mean? But yeah, she does see your vibe as like loyal, nurturing kind of thing in your own world. Sometimes they might envy your like freedom. Not that they would probably do anything about it, but they do kind of hold it aside and they kind of envy your freedom. And they feel like you make your job look easy, even if you don't feel like it's easy or people don't think it's smooth. Generally, they feel like you make it seem easy, if that makes sense. With the Eight of Pentacles, so you got the Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and a Star card. Trying to clarify the Star card here. She might even feel like you're related to someone she knows as well. But overall, I feel like it's overall it's positive. I do pick up on some like thing that you could or could not call negative. I don't know. It's up to you how you see it. But again, I feel like the only thing is that like she might try to push work off on people, not just you, but in general. Um, so that's probably like the only negative thing I see. But overall, it's like a positive energy. But yeah, I hope that gave you clarity. Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and a Star card. Yeah, so she probably feel like your attention is limited, and it's like she probably feel like she can't really get your attention for nothing. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, hon, let me know. Thank you. I also got Desi that just donated now. Thank you. You can post your question when you're ready. Desi, are you here ready to post your question? If not, I'll take PJ's question. Thank you. It's a quick, short read, so I'll try to squeeze in what I can in the reading. For Desi. Desi would like to know what's a love reading for them for this week. A love reading for Desi this week. I'm seeing 1111. Make y'all wishes. Okay, interesting. I feel like it's a lot of surprises. You might have a few love options too, so there might be like different energies going around. Um, I feel like there might be like one option that's like going more towards a positive way, but there might be another one that's kind of like frustrating you. You might pay more attention to the one that's like frustrating you because I don't know why. Sometimes negativity draws people in more than positivity for some reason. But so maybe that's why, or I don't know really what the reason is. But it's like maybe someone's like not responding, kind of ghosting, kind of sneaky behavior with the Seven of Swords, and it's like you're trying to figure out what they got going on. But there's another person that's kind of like giving you all the attention, affection, and all this other stuff. I do still feel like you'll engage in this energy, but just not as much as you're probably like concerned about this other energy. If that makes sense. So like with this other energy, it's like they're positive, they're surprising you kind of thing, surprise days, surprise showing up kind of thing. Very attentive, wanting to try new things with you because that ultimately talks about the Fool card or a new beginning here. Wanting to lock in something that you guys probably already agreed on, like if it's a trip or even a short road trip or something like that, wanting to lock in the tickets, wanting to lock in everything that you guys will need, or if this is a picnic or whatever it is, it's like they're very serious about it. They're trying to lock things in here. Hey, that Demon, I'm not really sure how to pronounce your name. Hope you're doing well. Um, yeah, and I feel like it's also this kind of like teaching and learning from each other. They might teach you, or you might teach them how to cook something. You might teach them how to hold a baby. They might teach you this kind of thing, vice versa. You guys would know each other better, know more about each other's love languages. Oh, okay. I kind of read it fast, or maybe I can't see because I got my glasses on. But I also feel this is like a lesson of you being like patient in love as well, learning to be patient because you might be dealing with someone who like is a provider, but they don't provide right away. It's like they might provide little things first, but once they really start taking you serious, then that's when they really like do big bills and stuff like that. But it's like initially they might just be like, oh, I'll do like a phone bill here, or I'll help with a car piece there, or I'll do this here and there. You know what I mean? And that might be where maybe you're impatient with that area or something like that. But it's like learning patience. But again, you like I said, you might be a little distracted by this negative energy, where you don't know what the heck they got going on, which they might have another option here, and it might become clear. There might be a friend that wants to date the same person. Oh Lord. So things could be a little messy in love, but there's also good energy in love. But spirit's telling you to pay attention to the more so what's good happening for you in your love life this week versus the negative kind of thing. Because again, I feel like your attention might be more so on like what the negative things are. But if you just kind of look a little bit the other way, even if it's not moving fast as you want it to, I think you'll be good. But I hope that you clarity. You got the Full card, Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. You're welcome. Have a chance for a question unless you donated. These are paid readings only. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for all that good stuff. Check out the community posts or collective reads where messages might resonate with you. Suggest video ideas or any ideas for the channel. Make sure to claim your donations, especially if your YouTube name is different from PayPal, Cash App, or Chime. Most information will be in the description box. If it's not there, please let me know and I will inform you. I don't buy it, get the answers just right. I do all kind of readings at mediumship at this time. Personal private readings will go by email, phone, text, private live stream, or private recorded video. Thanks for joining, whether you donate or just come in with good chatting. All right, I'm just seeing 34, 34, synchronicity. Prob would like to know why is Mark not responding to their messages. Prob would like to know why is Mark not responding to their messages. I feel like he's stubborn. That's the first thing I got. Sorry. It's like if they don't get what they they don't care. I'm sorry. It's a lot of energy here. They're very stubborn here. And we got the death card too. I think they're pretty much over it kind of thing. They could be tired of like the same energy cycles or back and forth. They feel unbalanced in their life, so they can't really be balanced in with anything else here. It's kind of like the energy of like I can't love if I can't love myself, how can I love you? You know what I mean? He's not even balanced in his own life, let alone can be balanced in somebody else's life or hold a relationship. And I also think with this Seven of Pentacles, it's like they know that you'll, or they at least think that you'll always be around. So it's like they feel like whenever they're ready or whenever they feel like it's convenient that they can respond, kind of thing. I kind of feel like this is a person who, no offense, I'm sorry, because you probably really clear about this person. But it seems like they care about like maybe their car or something else that's, more than they do a person. Not even just you in general, like just people overall. They might care like about their car more or something else more or money more or, you know what I mean, over love. Yeah, he thinks he's the prize, but he's really not. Sorry. Yeah, I feel like this is someone who talks to themselves, loves hearing themselves talk, so like to be the main one always talking in the room. Nobody else can get the word out or kind of thing. Oh Lord. So it might be like a me or all about me kind of energy. So I don't know if you notice, maybe they talk about themselves a lot, or it's like always about their own feelings, always about their wants, their needs, always about their perspective and etc. They could have like many personalities, or it's like they dibble and dabble and everything. Like their energy is everywhere. Maybe they travel a lot, or they just kind of get into different things. Like one minute they're a gardener, one minute they're painting houses. 1 minute they're doing this and into sports. 1 minute, you know what I mean? Which is nothing wrong with that sometimes, but sometimes it's like again you have to have some type of balance, which I don't feel like they have. And I feel like he's addicted to like new beginnings and sparks, and they like meeting new people and different people, but I think it becomes obsessive because it's like they're always looking for the next best thing, not just in relationships but just in general. He makes movies. Ah, okay, got it. Yeah. Yeah, they might feel like you're not able to handle their lifestyle. Yeah. I mean, you always know your higher self and your intuition and everything. Like, you always know what's best for you. Nobody can tell you. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's really about the pros and cons. Like, how do you feel? Like, do you feel mostly respected by him, wanted, spoiled, whatever the case may be, or is it the opposite? Because that'll tell you if you should move on or not. I always say that. If you're like confused, you're begging, you don't feel wanted, you can't brag about them, you're always complaining, you're always stressed or drained from them. Um, they're always making you cry in a negative way, not tears of joy. There's any type of abuse, whether it's spiritual, emotional, physical, financial, whatever. They don't care about your health. You know what I mean? Like those are the type of people you move on from. It might take time, but at least you know. You know, if they can't respond or talk to you in months and weeks and stuff. That's not it. Someone who truly cares is gonna respond. Okay, you know maybe it'll be like 1 day or a couple hours, but it's not gonna really be too much of a long time before they respond, right? And some people they just really don't have a nonchalant energy, and it's not always personal to you. It's not always because something is wrong with you. Sometimes it's just that's just them, you know. And it's nothing you could do about it or change it because that's for their own doing to do. You can't heal them; they have to heal themselves. You can't force them to want you; they have to just want you. But I get it; I can relate because I've been there before. But the good thing is, I didn't heal 100%. I still got a little bit of healing to do, but for the most part, yeah. And I just didn't allow them to drag me down with them, even though despite loving them. But you know, yeah. Yep, yep. It is even harder when you don't get closure and your mind just runs wild and rapid. But again, like if somebody doesn't want to give you closure or don't feel like they need to or don't know how to or whatever the case may be, we have to learn to navigate. But like I said, it's free will. You're grown. You're gonna do what you want to do. Like nobody can tell you what to do or how to move on or how to feel, etc. If it's me, I'm gonna tell you to block them, go no contact, so that you can truly focus on your healing. But like I said, you're gonna do what you want to do. And again, it's gonna be hard because I done did it before, and sometimes you unblock, you start wondering, and you know, healing can take time. Sometimes it can look messy. Sometimes it can be full of ups and downs. But you'll get there. Unblock them, right? Exactly. It's always a wondering, but one day you'll stop wondering. So you're like, okay, it's nothing else to wonder about, or it's like I don't even care anymore. You know what I mean? It's too stressful, and I'd rather have my peace. Oh, that's the worst. So you bump into them. Oh Lord. But yeah, put most of your energy, if you can, into yourself more than you do into wondering if he's going to text back, what he's thinking, when he's going to get closure, looking at his social media, etc., etc. Put most of that energy into yourself. Read more books, go outside more, work out more, go to the library, um, do some fun activities, paint, draw, whatever it is. Binge watch a show. Like there's plenty of ways or things that can help you move on. You just gotta actually do them, do your research. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, don't beg for his attention. That will make you feel worse. Even if you feel like it's a chance you can get a response, uh, you already see right now you're not getting a response. So it's like at this point, don't beg for their attention. Right. So avoid him back. If he's, especially if it's in person, you walk, you see him, he just looked the other way, avoid you and all that, do it back. It might hurt. You might still want to fetch for something, but again, what's the point if he's just not doing it? You know what I mean? He's just looking. You know what I mean? Somebody could look without feeling. You in the way, you in right? So don't try to decode every single move or look that they make. Sometimes it's not always that deep. And that's where you kind of mess your stuff up and break your own heart. But yeah, they gave you clarity. You're welcome, hon. Thank you. Yes, that's fine, PJ. Okay. It's cold. You understand that. Thank you. You go ahead and post. For Prob, help me continue to give them some clarity tonight, please. Spirit, thank you for Prob. Prob would like to know, does Richard want to be in a relationship with them? Does Richard want to be in a relationship with Prob? I'm just seeing 919. Does Richard want to be in a relationship with Prob? Yes, they do. Yes, they do, but they're hesitant with the Knight of Wands. We got the Lovers, Hangman, Knight of Wands, Five of Swords. They do, but they're hesitant for several reasons. It's like they're trying to keep their promises, like to themselves, to God, to friends and family, kind of thing. So if they've been like fasting or kind of like been promising their friends that they're gonna all have a fun single summer and all this other kind of stuff, um, or if they promise their family they'll focus on school and it's like these mini promises here, and it's kind of like they're hesitant, not just because of promises, but even just like wanting to get themselves together themselves. like wanting to get more finances, wanting to make sure their health is good. Like they don't just want to go in. They don't want to give you half of them or like the worst version of them. Like they want to give you the best version of themselves, kind of thing. So I actually feel like this is a good thing. They want to give you the best version of themselves. They don't want to just you know go in. They know they got all this baggage. They know their health is not up to par. They know certain things aren't right. They don't want to just yeah. And it's kind of like he wasn't. He's kind of isn't prepared for a relationship. And I think it's more so like physically than emotionally. Like I don't think they're emotionally closed off or unavailable. I think it's more just like his status and his environment and again his like promises kind of thing. So it's like I want to take you on a date, but if I don't have no car to take you on a date, he might feel some way or he might be embarrassed. It's like I don't want to have to Uber and Lyft to our date. You know what I mean? It's like that's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, and it's kind of like think of it like this: like most women, like if they're not in a relationship, it's not summer, they probably ain't shaving their legs. If they were in a relationship, they'll be shaving their legs and stuff like that. So it's kind of like the same energy. It's like maybe he's been slacking off some type of self care, and it's like, oh shoot, I'm getting into this person, but I can't just shoot for a relationship right now. I need to start back focusing on my self care. It's like now he feels a little salty and guilty. Like I should have already been acting as if I was in a relationship, so that I won't have to scramble to try to get myself back on track. You know what I mean? So it's like he's in the phase of getting himself back on track. Yeah, it's kind of like he's trying to clear space and stuff for a relationship. Whether that's like in his house, again, that self love, getting rid of a roommate, kind of thing. It's like they gotta do what they gotta do. So it's like they're trying to cleanse up some stuff before they like really approach you in a serious way. I hope they give you clarity. Yeah, and especially if y'all do work together, and it's like the certain rules and policies and mixing business with pleasure is not always good, and sometimes it work better, or for the most part, it works better if one of you are no longer at the job. You know what I mean? Yeah, he could definitely be very traditional. Hey, anyone else that's coming in, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We're doing paid readings only. All the information will be in the description box if needed. Yeah, things could definitely be better if you were like, again, not necessarily working alongside him, because things get complicated when people are co-workers and then they try to get into relationships and stuff like that. And like 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work. There is that 1%. I mean, in my current job, I got like maybe at least two couples that work there, and I never see issues with them. And I think that's because they really genuinely care for each other. They've been together for years. I think they've probably been together for years before they started working. So that's kind of the main reason why it worked out versus we're interested and then we try to get together and then it clashes because again that for the most part that dynamic does not work. But yeah, it's possible, but just it's a very low chance of it being working out as just coworkers. Like somebody, for the most 9 times out of 10, somebody has to go. But yeah, you had the Lover's card, Hangman, Knight of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Just think about it. If y'all in a phase of being upset at each other, and then you don't have the choice to be like, well, you know what, I'm just not talking to you today. You still got to see them at work. You know what I mean? Like things could be iffy and sticky and stuff. So yeah, that tends to not really work that much. But close the door, open up to me. Oh, won't you ever open up to me? I can't close the door and open up to me. Oh, won't you ever open up to me? I can't. Hey, baby, won't you open up? Switch you open up, open up. You got a lonely soul, let me give you some good talk. Me to fall in love, you can see, me and you together is what goes. I think it's by Sailor Moon, and I forgot the guy name. Right. He's probably just only giving hints because he probably knows the dynamic is not really bound to work in the current state you guys are in. He's probably already aware that, we can't do doing what we're doing. It could cause us to lose our job. It could cause things not to work out. It can cause a lot of things, you know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna go call last official call for donations, and then I'll be getting off, and then I'll return tomorrow around probably 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll at least try to make it 2 p.m. If not, maybe like 4 to 6. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it.